Quiet the mind and be still. We are the stillness behind the veil of the mind. You may think this body and mind are who you are, but you are not the body or the mind. The mind and body are things that we use. They are a tool we use to operate in this world. You are that which animates it. The mind can be useful, but when it is used for condemning yourself and others constantly, it becomes a burden. It becomes insanity. The mind chatter happens constantly as we judge everybody and everything. Our feelings are constantly hurt. We allow our feelings to be hit over and over, and then we blame others for us allowing this to happen. In some cases, if we become hurt enough, we disrupt the energy around us. We burst into disapproval. We are now not only disrupting ourselves, but everyone else in our space. We are offended by what someone says or does. Our feelings are hurt. You constantly blame this person for what they said or did. You can't seem to drop it. It all goes around and around in your mind as your feelings are even more deeply hurt because you're acting the scene out constantly in your mind, and in some cases, even for years later. The past has gone, and the future has not yet arrived. The only moment that is of importance is the moment you're living now. Once that is gone, it cannot be lived again. It is the only moment that is lived. Once that moment has gone, it is the past. We do not live in the past or the future. We only ever live the present moment. The space between the past and the future, the present moment. We call this sanity, but it is insanity. Sanity is when you leave all of this alone. When you watch, you allow things to be. You let it go. Simply watching as any disruption or upset passes away from you, like a movie playing before you. What is the point of upsetting yourself or disrupting your life for just a few minutes? This event will pass very shortly, as all things do. When we let go of all this, the insanity passes, and we live a life of peace and harmony. Does it really matter what someone else does or says? Why get our feelings involved? The body, the mind, thoughts, and feelings are just things. They are not you. You find that life is perfect the way it is, without all the interpretations of the mind. You open and find that there is a love more than the love you have ever known through the mind. It is the light that lies deep within you and around you, the source of your being. It is boundless, endless, and encompasses you always. There are no opposites to it. It is balanced. It is where understanding and wisdom unite. We are one and part of the source. To use an analogy, the sun being the source, and we are the light that shines from it. This source runs through all things, but we do not always see it, because we are clouded by the draw and the energy of the mind. we have allowed ourselves to be totally identified with the mind. When we become aware of this, we can then step back and see the beauty that is all around us, flowing within us and through us. This light is always shining. It is always there. Although we often block it through the constant chatter, the illusion, the pull of the mind. When we practice being in the present moment, we lift the veil of illusion as we step back and see the world as it truly is. When we dissipate these illusions, we can clearly see what our fellow man is going through, as we have experienced all of this, and know the suffering that they may be going through. We can empathize with them as we know what it took to become free ourselves. We understand what it takes to walk the pathless path. We stand in the balance of awareness. When we see others who are out of balance, no matter how uncomfortable we may feel watching, we step back, we allow them to be, and we accept the present moment exactly the way it is. We allow peace to envelope them, and in that quietness, they start to see a reflection of themselves, and finally settle as they realize the peace that encompasses them. When we stay balanced, when we let go, we go beyond the constant dance of cause and dissolve effect. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below. It gives me an idea of what you want to hear and also helps me to get my videos across to more people throughout the world.